An unfortunate start for both of these teams last night in the Nova Scotia High Button U18 Major Hockey League. A 6-2 loss to the Cole Harbour Hunters and a 5-1 decision at the hands of the week's Majors turns the page for both of these teams. I'm Dayton Camo for High Button Sports, welcoming you inside the Zatzman Sportsplex in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia for a Sunday matinee matchup between the South Shore Mustangs and the Dartmouth Steel Subarus. Puck drop will begin just momentarily. Referees at center ice. And both of these teams ready to turn the page and get a win under their belts in the Nova Scotia High Button U18 Major Hockey League. Kean Doyle on the draw, wins it for the Mustangs. And Cal McMullen will send that one in. It's picked up by Alistair McPhee. That one sent out to center ice and is picked up by the Subarus. A quick shot there, but it's turned aside. Both teams trying to work some offensive magic here, but right now it's the Steel Subaru in the offensive zone. Shot from the point. That one just goes wide. Sent to the corner there by Rogers. This one rimmed all the way around. Munden lets it go back to McPhee. McPhee dances at the blue line, but that one gets poked away by Kean Doyle. Here come the Subs back on the regroup. Up through the middle of the ice. But that one's turned away. Now here they go again. Tremblay to Brian. Brian snaps a shot on. That one's off the pad. Nolan Fraughton makes a save, but that one is put to the back of the net on the rebound. A quick start here for the Steel Subarus, making it 1-0. And there it is, the first of the season for rookie Max Bryan. The ref will throw him the puck. They'll tape that up, and he'll get some hugs from the boys at the bench. First of many this season for number 22 in blue. Face off now at center ice. It's one back by the Subs, and they'll take control. This one gets sent a little too far, and it'll go all the way for an icing. The Subs faced off against the week's Majors last night after a pair of exhibition games last weekend. Last night they faced off with their home opener, an unfortunate 5-1 loss. Chase Munden picking up the lone goal for the Subs last night, but it's already looking like a different team out here today. A puck back to LeBlanc. Sent all the way back in. And there's Oliver Scotland. Picks up the puck. That one bounces off a skate. It's back to Xavier Leblanc. Parker LeBlanc sends that one in. We're going to get a whistle here. Just under 2 minutes into this one, the Subs already have a 1-0 lead. Alex Lynch on the draw, but that one's won by Ethan Burgess. The Subs trying to get in the offensive zone, get some pressure going. It's Burgess and Sparks on it. There's Hartland with it, but this one gets picked up by Burgess, sent back into the corner. Sam Ryan sends one out front, but it's knocked away. There's the big boy Poplinski at the point. He sends it down to the corner. This one picked up by Philippe Richard, the Yarmouth boy, but he gets turned away and now back on his tape. Richard tried to hit Hartland there, but it's turned back in and an offside coming onto the Subs. Face-off will come right outside the Steel Subaru zone. Face-off one all the way back to the left of Mullins. Puck picked off at the corner by Rogers. He tries to send it across, tries to find Morgan Landry, but it's picked up by Callum McMullen. High floater at center ice, picked up again. It's going to be a hand pass called on the play. Munden pointing like he wanted that face-off inside the Mustangs end, but the linesman's not going to go. But the puck will make its way. Big hit down there in the corner by Tristan Turner. Shot through that one, just goes wide. McPhee pinching in at the point, sends it back down, and he'll get it again. Puck taken. Now the Subarus are away. There's Mulaney. His shot goes wide. Rogers picks it up at the point. McMullen on it for the Mustangs. Here go the Subs, a long stretch pass. That one off the back. Now it's finally picked off. A hit there by the Mustangs. Dyson Ogden. Now the Subs back away with it, send the puck out to center ice, and it'll track back all the way to Xavier Leblanc. He picks it up, tries to knock it away. Loose puck in front, backhand, forehand, and he scores. What a beauty. Looks like we might have a penalty on the play, but that's okay because it's twos for 22. Max Bryan picks up his second of the game. But on the other hand, the penalty call looks like it's going to be 5-a-side still. But an early 2-0 lead here for the Subs in the first period. There goes Sean Perry on the puck for the Mustangs. He gets pinned into the wall by Hunter McLean. Here goes the Subs trying to set up here on the power play. Now it is a 5-on-4, my bad. Scotland. This one's sent all the way across, scores! What a shot! Sam Ryan picks his spot, sends it up top on the power play. 3-0 Subs. Two from Bryan, one from Ryan, and the Subarus have tripled their lead here on the Mustangs early in the first period. We'll see if the Mustangs are able to get something going here. Hunter McLean on the puck, but it's picked up by Poplinski. He's knocked into. Poplinski gets the puck, shoots. That one's just wide. Brendan Smith plays the puck back. It's a loose puck. Poplinski on the chase. Looks like he's going to get to it first. And he does. Loose puck knocked along the sideboards. The Mustangs trying to get some offense going here late in the first period. There's Rogers at the point, sends one in just off the blocker of Silas Mullins. And now here go the Subs. Smith down the wing, gonna look for a pass, takes it out front. And it's in. Stuffed on the side, a wraparound by Brendan Smith, put in by Hunter McLean. And just as they're announcing the third goal, they now have a fourth. The Subarus now trying to turned the page from last night, and it's definitely working, but the Mustangs looking for some offense here as they regroup after a fourth. This one played up the wall. Sam Hartland jumps over his stick. Now McPhee at the point. He'll send it across, and that one's saved by Nolan Frotton. So we've seen some power play work from the Subarus today, something we didn't see much of last night in their game against the Weeks Majors. Looks like their power play might be all right. Big hit there by McPhee on the near wall. A broken stick there. Players got to get off the ice. And now Xavier Leblanc will play that across to Alex Lynch. Chu plays it off the wall. That one's knocked off a glove. And now here go the Subs the other way. There goes Burgess. Hits the man in the middle. That's McPhee. His shot just off the knob of the stick of Frotton, and there go the Mustangs the other way. 2-on-2. Shot off the stick of Oliver Scotland. Right place at the right time. Now away go the Subs. Another rush. Here goes Calvin Carver. He'll lay a hit down there in the corner. And a long stretch pass out to center ice, and this one will go for the icing. 4-0 lead here early in the first period. The Steel Subarus look to be firing on all cylinders. But the South Shore Mustangs still have a lot of road ahead of them. Still time to pot a couple goals and make this one a hockey game. Subs win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Ben Henry going to send one in just wide. Oliver Scotland has it bounce off his skate. He's going to get run over there from behind, but no call. Pass, scores! The South Shore Mustangs find the board here with a shot from the back of the net. It's a 4-1 hockey game. That'll be Aiden Langell picking up his first of the season. Now the South Shore Mustangs trying to regroup and look for some good momentum here. But Poplinski lays a big hit at the point. And Langell tries to run into him a second time. Now Landry on the half wall, takes his time. Chips it up to Mulaney, but Mulaney gets stuffed there at the point. There goes Munden. Munden's got a long reach, gonna use it. And that shot goes off the sidewall, and it's in. Chase Munden takes the bouncing puck from the back of the net and puts that one past Nolan Frotton. It's 5-1 Subs. Just after the South Shore Mustangs got some momentum going on their side, Chase Munden able to get the hometown crowd back on its feet where it was, a 5-1 lead. Referee gonna come over and have a word with the Mustangs head coach. We will get underway here with the face-off at center ice. Sam Ryan and Kean Doyle on it. Doyle wins it. He's 2 for 2 on the draw tonight. Defenseman blows a tire. Now it's the other way. Subs, a shot by Tremblay off the stick of Frotton and into the netting. So a good save by Frotton to keep his team in it. He's been close on a couple of them. That last one just off. It looked like he got a piece of it before going into the back of the net. So although the score, Frotton has still played well tonight. There's Ryan. Sam Ryan off the draw. He's taken down, but the puck will come back to Tremblay. He'll send it around. And the Subs trying to create a cycle here in the offensive zone. And now it's sent back to Max Bryan, but he's going to get beat at the point. He lays a hit on his man. Now it's Poplinski. He's going to send it all the way around to Sam Ryan. Back to Max Bryan. He's got 2 already this game. Can he get a hat trick here? Now Rogers. Back to Rogers behind the net. He's going to try for the breakout pass. Poplinski's going to run, and that's going to be a penalty there. Dylan Poplinski called for the charge. That's going to send the South Shore Mustangs to the power play. We'll get to see the man advantage from the South Shore boys for the first time this afternoon. They're going to send out a unit of Cole Rogers, Parker LeBlanc, Sam Hartland, Carter Bain, and Philippe Richard. Or Ewan McDonald, excuse me. McDonald wins that back to Rogers, and now the Mustangs will set up here on the man advantage. Shot right on, turned aside by Silas Mullins. And that one into the netting.
On shoes number 15, Sam Ryan. And number 22, Max Bryan. Time on the goal, 7 minutes, 17 seconds. London from Ryan and Bryan.
Face off now to the left of Silas Mullins. It's won back by the Subs. They're going to look to ice this one here, but it's kept in at the point by Cole Rogers. He walks the line, keeps it in. But it's spun and put down the ice by the Subarus. Parker LeBlanc there to pick it up. There goes Rogers, using his speed, working it in. He's going to look to set up here. Fires it in front, off a stick. That one goes high, and it's just kept in by Carter Bain. Bain, the Yarmouth boy, shot, saved by Silas Mullins off the blocker. Now it's back to Parker LeBlanc. Rogers tries to accept that one with the skate, but it goes back into the neutral zone. He'll have to regroup, and so will the Mustangs. Now Bain flips that one. Tries to go to his winger, but it's taken away, and Chu will regroup here behind the net. 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Mustangs. Now Chu up to the winger. That one goes through the skates of Philippe Richard, and now Chu picks it back up. Chu to McMullen. Back to Chu. Shot. That one saved by the pad of Silas Mullins. Now back to Chu. He'll look again, shoot. And that one a high drifter. Didn't make its way through to Mullins. Now a broken stick played out of the way by the Subarus. Penalty coming, and now Poplinski's back on the ice. We're back to even strength. A shot pass across. Saved by the blocker of Silas Mullins there. Now hits the broken stick. It'll come out of the offensive zone, and Chu will have to regroup here for the Mustangs. Maybe makes too many moves, and Hunter McLean breaks in for the Subs, but nothing going there. Big hit at center ice on Dyson Ogden. And here comes Ethan Burgess. He gets pinned along the wall. Max Bryan is going to send one in. And that one's going to be an offside called there at the line. 5-1 the score in the first period. We've got 9:12 to go. It's the 10-minute timeout. A new rule here in the Nova Scotia High Button U18 Major Hockey League. So both teams will head to the bench, take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. All right, we're back with High Button Sports. A 5-1 lead for the Dartmouth Steel Subarus over the South Shore Mustangs here at the Zatzman Sportsplex. Right after the 1-minute break, midway through the first period, got Ethan Burgess on the draw, but that one's won by Lachlan Mulaney. But here comes Max Bryan for the Subarus. He's already got two, tries to go around his man, sends it out front, and Poplinski picks it up there for the Subs. There's Bryan. Tries to send a shot on. That one whiffed off his stick. Shot by the defenseman. But it's staved there. Duffy tried to put his shot through. Now the referee having a talk with Max Bryan out at the half of the top of the circles. Both teams will set up here in the offensive zone to the left of Nolan Frotton. Tristan Turner on the draw for the Subs. He wins it back. And now Duffy again, his shot off a stick. Turner and Munden trying to get something going out there for the Subs. Poplinski, his shot off something and went into the netting. We'll get a stoppage of play. Face off to the right of Nolan Frotton here. This one won back by the Subs. Sean Perry on it there for the Mustangs, but it's picked up again by the Subarus into middle ice, and now they're away. Carter Bain tries to flip that one down into enemy territory, and he does. Now the Mustangs on it. Bain to Doyle. Tries to find that one in front, but Poplinski shuts the door on him. Good play by Perry there to keep it at the wall, but it's quickly taken away by the Subarus, and they'll go one-on-one here. Calvin Carver takes the puck. He bounces off his check. Now Carver looking for an option. He'll send it behind the net. Turner to the point. There's McPhee, sends it, tries to hit the man in front. That's Turner. And Turner's shot gets saved aside by Frotton. Nolan Frotton doing the best he can to keep his Mustangs in it. Here goes the shot, saved again by Frotton. Long shot from the point. There's Ryan. He's going to take the puck behind the net. Send it back out to McPhee. McPhee at the point. Now Munden. Good cycle here going in the offensive zone by the Subarus. The Mustangs will get this one, send it out. And now Kean Doyle's on the chase. He's got time and space, but he's at the half wall. He's running out of room. He's going to send a sharp shot on, and it's saved off by Silas Mullins. Now Tremblay. He'll regroup here for the Subarus. Picks it up at center ice. Ryan tries to knock that one between his legs, but it's picked up by Hartland and knocked all the way back in. Now the Subs, 2-on-1, in close, back to the point. Sam Ryan, slap shot, saved by Frotton. The Subs come close to a sixth, but the Mustangs able to clear that one out of danger. Now on the half wall, Ryan fends off his man. It's picked up by Lynch. To Richard. Richard up to Hartland. And now back to Richard. He's going down. Down the side. Tries to fire it in front. Off a stick. Back to the point. Callum McMullen. He gets worked off by Travis Tremblay. Now back to Richard. To the point to McMullen. Looking for a tip in front. That one just off the stick. Becomes a shot from the half wall. That one's blocked in front. The Steel Subaru, great positioning in the defensive end, but here's Richard. He picks it up. Trying to get a shot on net, but he's two-manned there in the corner. Now Rogers will send it down to Richard, but it's picked up by Munden. Tried to be knocked out there at center ice, but Cole Rogers will regroup here for the Mustangs. That one had a little bit too much mustard on it. And that'll go all the way down for an icing in the Mustangs territory. Just past the midway mark of the first period, a 5-1 lead for the Dartmouth Steel Subarus over the South Shore Mustangs here today at the Zatzman Sportsplex. Now Subarus win the draw on the defensive end. It's Hartland. He tries to drop it off there for Richard. Richard working wide. He sends a shot on, but it's off the pad of Silas Mullins, and he's able to turn it away. Now here goes Brennan Smith. Working down the side a little bit too quick for his own good. And now it's picked up by Chu. Chu takes a bump there by Smith. Now the Mustangs have a chance to break out, but Oliver Scotland gets there first. Regrouping for the Subarus. Shot sent in there off the pad of Mullins. Now McLean fighting forward across the wall. Here goes Smith. Trying to work it in 2-on-1. Tries to hit the man in front. Can't go. And Fraughton loses his stick. Oh, a dirty hit there from behind. That one's going to see Brennan Smith go to the box. Jacob Beliveau looks like he's all good. Heading back to the bench. Maybe taking a number. So the South Shore Mustangs will head back to the power play, a 2-minute penalty for the Subarus. Trying to see if this man advantage will get anything going again for the Mustangs. That's a boarding call to Smith. Now Rogers will pick it back up, regrouping here on the man advantage. He's going to dance away from his man, look for an opening. Sends it across. Here go the Subarus, working it in. That's Ewan McDonald. McDonald gets thrown into the boards there by Duffy. Now here the Subarus are. Carter Bain, the Yarmouth product. Puck gets knocked out of the zone, and now here goes Duffy. He gets past his man. Now a chance on the breakaway, but it's saved by Fraughton. He had a man staple gun to him the whole way down. Not able to get much done, but Nolan Fraughton is able to keep that puck out of the net. Three and a half left to go here in the first period. It'll be Kean Doyle and Tristan Turner on the draw in the Subarus offensive zone. Short-handed, shot on, tipped, and it just goes wide. Turner on it in the corner again. Looking to waste some time here on the power play for the South Shore Mustangs. Turner still holding it down there in the corner. No one able to get the puck away from the big man. McPhee sends it back into the corner, and Richard's on it. Here's Jack Chu. 35 to go in the power play for the Mustangs. And Chu loses it in his feet. Here goes Xavier Leblanc. He picks it up. Goes through a couple of guys, and it's picked up by Sam Hartland. Finally looking for a little bit of offense on this man advantage. And now a call going the other way. An interference call going to the Mustangs will cancel out the rest of this power play, and it'll send the face-off all the way back in to the left of Nolan, or to the right of Nolan Fraughton. Kean Doyle in the box for two or less. Burgess wins the draw back. And that's McPhee. McPhee sends a shot through. That one's a high riser. Goes over the net. Now Langell. He'll take it. He's got the only goal for the Mustangs here. He's going to look for another. Flying down the short side. That's how he got the first. Now the puck will go to center ice. Time winding down here in this first period.
Mustang penalty to number 27, Cade North. 2 minutes interference. Timeout penalty 17 minutes. 23.
Now Brian, he's going to make his man circle around. And now it'll be sent all the way back down by the Mustangs. A good kill here. Now the Subs setting back up here on the power play. Probably the final rush of this first period. Sam Ryan stops up, looking for an option, sends it back to the point. Scotland to Ryan, right where he scored before, but that one's off a skate on the cross-ice pass. Back to Scotland. Scotland sends it through. Now the Mustangs looking to pin some time, and Scotland keeps it in. Now Oliver Scotland again, ripping down the short side, tried to send it up top, but it'll go off the shoulder of Nolan Frotton and into the netting. Just under a minute left to go here in the first period. It's a 5-1 game between the Dartmouth Steel Subarus and the South Shore Mustangs. An offensive first period, to say the least. Now Poplinski. He'll pick it up. Behind the net, looking to set up one last time on this power play. The big man moves so smoothly out there, nobody can touch him. He'll finally get ridden into the boards by Cole Rogers. And now that one's worked out front by Hunter McLean, a nice little toe drag move, and he'll hit his man in the corner. Now that one's sent onto the net. Brennan Smith back out here, and now Duffy, excuse me. McLean on his man down there in the corner. This one worked on. A save there by Frotton off the toe of Hunter McLean. Now the puck worked into the corner. Both teams trying to fight for it. Now the Subarus come away with it. But that'll do it. First period of action, 5-1 is your score after 20 minutes between the Dartmouth Steel Subarus and the South Shore Mustangs. We'll be back on High Button Sports for the second period of play. All right, you're watching High Button Sports. I'm Dayton Camo, and I'm welcoming you back inside the Zatzman Sportsplex for the second period of action between the South Shore Mustangs and the hometown Steel Subarus. The Subarus lead this one 5-1 after an offensive outburst in the first period, but the Mustangs looking to claw their way back and make this one a good hockey game. The Subs win the face-off, and it's put all the way back into the South Shore end. Here goes Morgan Landry. Pokes that one back down to Alistair McPhee, but it's Mulaney that's on it. And now Munden, he's going to pick it up here for the Subs and put that back out to center ice and lay a big hit there on his man, Aiden Langell, the goal scorer. Now the Subs back on it, and Cole Rogers going to pick it up there for the Mustangs. He lays a big hit down there on his man, Alistair McPhee. Now a loose puck comes to center ice, picked up again by Munden. He'll shoot, and Fraughton will make the glove save. Aiden Langell looks to be okay after taking that hit at center ice. Gives the trainer a nod and sits back down on the bench. That's always better than having the player go down the tunnel. Now Max Bryan on it, but he'll lose that face-off, and Jack Chu will send it all the way around. Now here go the Mustangs. LeBlanc, he gets picked off, and the Subs go the other way. It's Tremblay. Back to the point, and Henry sends it all the way back in. A good hit there on the half wall. Now Henry will pick the puck back up for the Subs. Over to Scotland. Puck rolls off the stick of Scotland. The ice still a little damp here at the Sportsplex. Late summer months. It might take a little bit more time for this ice to freeze than it would mid-February, January. Now Beliveau. He's going to put that one back down into the Sub zone and make Sam Ryan look for a breakout pass to Tremblay. Tremblay sends that one on off the pad of Fraughton. A shot there. Hard shot from Poplinski. Hits Chu. And Chu will give his man a shot.
And now for today's winning ticket in our Total Tap 50-50 draw. If you have tickets,
17:55 left to go here in the second period. Still 5-1. Some action now from both teams. And the face-off to the right of Nolan Fraughton.
you can claim your prize at the front entrance. Please hold on to your tickets till the prize is claimed and announced.
That draw won by Kean Doyle. Oh. But it's kept in at the line. Now the Mustangs will go regroup again. Xavier LeBlanc. This puck loose, looking to be picked up by somebody and finally knocked out to center ice, and Duffy will have it at the neutral zone for the Subs. Here goes Munden using that long reach. He's going to pass it off to Carver. Carver snaps his shot. Look for the tip in front, but Fraughton standing tall in net, making his second save of the period. Wholesale line changes for both teams here, and it'll be Matthew McDonald on the draw for the Steel Subarus. He wins it back all the way to Quinton Land, and it'll go all the way back out to the neutral zone. And that one hits a glove of Ethan Burgess on the bench, and it'll get called for a stoppage. McDonald on the draw again for the Subarus. He's 2 for 2 this period on the draw. Now Munden trying to work it back in front. His long reach goes too far around the net, and now Land picks it up. And now away go the Mustangs, but picked up at center ice is McPhee. Fraughton Plays that one back behind to his defenseman, but it's quickly picked up in front. A good chance there by the Subs. Nothing going. Now McLean off the back of the net. Penalty coming now to the Mustangs. Now Land. He'll get the shot. Off the helmet of Nolan Frotton. And that one's up into the netting. It'll be a cross-checking penalty to the Mustangs. Looks like that'll be Kean Doyle going to set that one for the Mustangs. 2 minutes or less in the box for him. Now the Subs will get to put their man advantage back out on the ice. They'll send out Turner, Burgess, Sparks, Henry, and Scotland. Referees checking something there with Nolan Frotton as the puck did hit his mask before going out of play. And now Morgan Landry will come in to take the draw for the Mustangs. Loses that now to Scotland. Now Turner using his big frame to work around, dance around in the offensive zone. Tries to go cross ice, but that one's sent all the way down by Morgan Landry. And the Subs will regroup. There's Burgess, man on him to Scotland. Oliver Scotland through center ice. He's going to take it all the way and work into the offensive zone and set up. Scotland sends it all the way around. Picked up by Owen Sparks. And the offensive zone, there's Ben Henry setting up. Back to Scotland. The Burgess shot. That one's knocked in front, just goes wide, and you got the net coming loose for a stoppage of play. Good puck movement there by the power play unit from the Subarus. Now they'll send out the line of Sam Ryan, Max Bryan, and Travis Tremblay. Captain Dylan Bablinski and Liam Duffy will mend the points. Now Duffy to Ryan, to Bryan, looking for his third, can't get it. Now Tremblay, interesting setup here. The big man, Dylan Poplinski, usually at the point, playing the bumper spot here on the power play. There's Ryan to Duffy, sends it across to Tremblay, shot off the mask of Frotton. Tremblay again, setting up on the power play to Bryan. Now Ryan at the point, circles around his man and passes across to his partner Duffy, who shoots. That one, lost sight of it before it got to the goalie. And now it's picked up back at the point for Sam Ryan. He's going to curl, drag, shoot, scores! That one looks like it might have gone off. Max Bryan in front for his third of the game. We'll see who leads the flyby. And it was number 22, Max Bryan, leading the flyby. Looks like that'll be his first major midget hat trick of his career. And that's 3 on the night for number 22. A 6-1 lead here now in the second period. Power play goal just coming from Max Bryan. Now Sean Perry will pick this one up in the defensive zone for the Mustangs. There's Beliveau to McDonald. McDonald works his way in. Shot saved by Silas Mullins with the pad. Mullins has had a quiet period, but still able to keep his head in the game here. Now Carver. He'll send this one around. Try and circle around the offensive zone. Sends it in front, and now Frotton will save that one up and get his team a whistle. As you hear the goal calls there, Sam Ryan and Liam Duffy getting the assists on that one. Max Bryan quietly moving his way up to the top of the leaderboards in the Nova Scotia U18 High Button Major Hockey League standings. There's Smith. Setting up again, Land at the point. Tried to go cross ice, but that one couldn't reach his partner. And now Hartland will go wide to Deschard. The Yarmouth boy tries to curl and drag around Quinton Land, but it goes all the way around, past Lynch into the point. Now McPhee passes up the wall. That one's cut off by Philippe Richard again. And now McPhee will set up one more time. You hear the coaches yelling, wheel, wheel, skate it. But he hands that one off to Land. Land, reverse hit on his man. And now McLean. Passes across, saved by Fraughton, rebound, another save by Fraughton, and that one is put in. That one makes it 7-1 for the Steel Subarus. Matthew McDonald picking up his first goal of the season. And the Subarus definitely looking like a new team here after last night, only able to find the back of the net once against the Weeks Majors. They've done it 7 times here today, only in the second period. All right, here come the Subs again. Calvin Carver, smooth skater, looks to break into the zone around the net. To Scotland, to Henry. Henry shot, saved by Fraughton. He'll snag that one. Burgess will make his way into the draw here to the left of Nolan Fraughton, but it's won by the South Shore Mustangs, and maybe they'll break away here 2 apiece. And now here goes Carter Bain, the Yarmouth boy, trying to break his way in there. And Kean Doyle will chip that one off the stick of Owen Sparks. But now Sparks will finally get that one across to Burgess, and he'll send it in. It looks to be offside there. Ethan Burgess making his way in across the line before the rest of his line mates, and the refs will call that one 7-1 for the Steel Subarus here in the second period at the Dartmouth Sportsplex on a Sunday afternoon. What better way to spend your Sunday than watch some U18 hockey here on High Button? There's Sam Ryan making his way in, and that one offside again. Just in over the puck, and we will redo that face-off at the exact same spot. Sam Ryan, Kean Doyle on the draw, and that one's run by Ryan, sent in by Duffy. Here come the Subs again, looking for some offensive pressure. Tremblay sends it in front. Tried to go for the tic-tac-toe pass. And now it's out to neutral zone. Poplinski will send that one in. Now it's behind the net of the Subs again on the offensive attack. That one tried to be sent out by Sam Ryan into the middle of the ice, but it's picked off, and the Subs will regain control. Max Bryan, he's got a hat trick already today. The Subs containing pressure here in the offensive zone, looking to get a cycle going, and they have. That one goes off the stick. Max Bryan will try to send it across off the stick of a defenseman and out of play. 11:04 left to go in the second period of play. We're 1 minute away from that half-period break. Tristan Turner on the draw for the Subarus. He wins it back to Carver. And Carver will send it right back to Turner. Nice moves by the big man, but that one's poked at by Munden, and Munden points up to the netting, and that one will go out of play. Turner on it again, but this draw almost won by Mulaney, but it's poked back to Land, who gets a shot, and it's saved by Fraughton. Fraughton's definitely seeing a lot of pucks here today, and he's done his fair share of keeping them out of the net as well. There's Calvin Carver on the wraparound, tries to wrap it in front, almost hit the stick of Turner. Those two look to have pretty good connection here so far early this season. At the point, McPhee trying to dance around his man, but he gets pinned to the boards, but still able to work it down behind the net. Now Callum McMullen. That puck sent out. Now Morgan Landry will dump it back into the offensive zone for the Mustangs, and he's on it. That puck comes loose, and now Munden will chip it away to Carver, and away he goes one-on-one with Cole Rogers. Carver gets a stick up high from Cole Rogers, but no call on the play, and Fraughton will cover up for the save, and 10 minutes to go here in the second period. We won't get the 1 minute break. Now Smith working his way in front off the faceoff. That one's turned aside by Fraughton. Now here's a chance for the Mustangs. Breakaway 3-on-2 offensive rush in front. Saved by Mullins. Jacob Beliveau able to put the backhander on, but Mullins up to the task. Here come the Mustangs again, working in front. Saved by Mullins on the short side. Kept in at the point by Xavier LeBlanc, the Clare boy. Now here goes Ben Henry across to McDonald. McDonald worked to the ice there by the defenseman, and now it's up to Scotland to regroup here at center ice. Puck on his skate, taken away, tried to reach at it, was Beliveau, and now it's sent in by Chu. Still offside is Chu. Now they'll touch up. And a long stretch pass up to the center ice, and now McDonald will pick it up for the Subarus, but now here goes Hartland. Hartland rushing away for the Mustangs, cuts back and sends it deep. Ben Henry on it there in the corner. He'll send it up to his winger. That'll go cross ice, and Scotland will finally send it up. Now here goes Munden. He's got one already this game. He drives it wide using that long reach. Gonna cut in front, save, and it's in. Looked like Fraughton got a piece of it, but that one put to the back of the net. I believe it was Ethan Burgess. And it will be Ethan Burgess from Chase Munden. And we'll get that 1 minute break in the second period. So we'll be right back in 60 seconds here on iButton. All right, we're back on High Button Sports, an 8-1 game here for the Steel Subarus over the South Shore Mustangs at Dartmouth Sportsplex. That last one being put in by Ethan Burgess, assisted by Chase Munden. That puck sent back into the offensive zone by the by the Mustangs. Now Duffy on the puck. He'll circle back up to the point. Now at center ice, Munden will send that into Burgess, the goal scorer. Back to Munden. And now Poplinski. Regrouping here at center ice. He's going to pass it off to Owen Sparks, and there goes Sparks away. Chance for his first. That one off the heel of his stick. Now McPhee walking the line. He's got the quick feed on the line. And he was able to get the shot off, but it was blocked in front by Philippe Richard. But now Duffy back with it. Working it up to Chase Munden. He's going to send one in front, looking for the tip. No go. Here's Munden again. He'll shoot. Saved on by Fraughton. The rebound pops out. The Mustangs are away. That puck picked out there by the Subarus. The Mustangs unable to get this one past the blue line. The offense continues for Dartmouth. And away go the Mustangs. Shot just over the net. One of the best chances of the game for Alex Lynch. It just goes over the net into the netting. We'll get a face-off to the right of Silas Mullins. With 6:12 left to go in the second period. Kean Doyle on the face-off against Sam Ryan. Ryan wins it back. Now Tremblay will send it up to Brian. He's got 3 already. He's got 4. Max Bryan with 4 goals. They gave the last one to him. Now Tremblay to Land. Saved on by Fraughton. A nice save through a screen. Able to get a pad on that. Cross ice. Bryan behind himself. Back to Land. And here goes Doyle trying to be first on that puck. No icing on the play. Goes for the body first. Now there will be a penalty coming. A tripping call to the Mustangs. That one will go against Kean Doyle. And the Subarus will go back to the man advantage here in the second period. Just over 5 minutes left to go. It'll be Turner, Munden, Henry, Scotland, and Carver. The Subarus electing to go with a interesting setup off the face-off. One of the defensemen always working in down low, like Scotland is right now. There's Turner. His shot saved by Fraughton. Snagged it out of midair, and that'd be one of the better saves he's made tonight. Now Munden on the draw again. He'll win that one back. Almost too clean for both of his defensemen. Splits the D, and Scotland will have to go back and set up here in the defensive end. Munden almost loses it. Good pressure there. Now Scotland goes away, wheeling up. They'll try to drive wide. Set up on the half wall. He sends it back down. Shot there by Carver. That one's off the shoulder of Frotton. Now Scotland on the backhand, keeps it in. Now Turner. Turner protects the puck with his large frame. And now Scotland spins off his man. These Steel Subaru defensemen do a real nice job of working the blue line and walking it when they have pressure. Now Scotland again just gets over his stick. And he'll fall and make a nice play, able to keep it from going for a 2-on-1 the other way. Now Munden. He'll work his way back in, drop it there, and no one's there for it. Ben Henry trying to make his way. And now Carver to Munden. Duffy, his shot, makes his way through, and Hunter McLean will pick up the rebound. 9-1 Subs. Hunter McLean, the 6'3" forward from Bedford, picking up that one. But there'll be many more for him to come this season. Now Sean Perry on the puck, sends it back to the neutral zone. It'll be sent all the way back down as Poplinski gives a word to Richard. Now the Subs trying to maintain pressure here in the offensive zone. McLean with the puck at the point. He keeps it in, chips it to Poplinski. Poplinski tries to go back to his man, McDonald. Now McDonald gets it at the point, sends it through off a stick, doesn't get to Frotton. And it won't make its way out of the zone either. And now it does. Poplinski, he's going to quickly send it up the wall to McLean. McLean chips it by, and he's gone. 2-on-1 the other way, or a 2-on-2 now. McLean loses an edge down there in the corner, and he'll fire it back out to center ice. Poplinski's got to be the first on it, or else there's two Mustangs on him. Now Poplinski picks it up, and there will be a penalty called. Looks like head contact is the call on that play. We'll look to see if it's 2 or 4. That'll be Owen Sparks heading off for the Subarus. That'll be a 2-minute for head contact to Owen Sparks. Now the Mustangs on the power play again. Here's Jack Chu. Sends a shot in, saved by Silas Mullins. He was square to that one and ready for it. Now Callum McMullen, he gets drilled into the boards there. And now Chu will pick it up for the Mustangs, dropping it off to Carter Bain. He'll walk his way in. Lots of speed with Baines working his way in, and that one gets snagged up by Silas Mullins. Hasn't had to do much this period, but Mullins sharp when he needs to be for the Subs. Two and a half left to go in the second period. The Subarus looking to cruise, while the Mustangs would just like one. They got one earlier from Aiden Langell back in the first period, but have been quiet since. And here's Jack Chu on the point. Sends a shot through. That one's off the pant leg of Ben Henry. Tipped in front, almost off the stick of Kean Doyle in front. And now that one will get sent all the way back down. Frotton will leave it there. But Travis Tremblay putting pressure on his man, Jack Chu. Now Tremblay comes away with it, and he'll look to kill time down there. Ryan hesitated, his man falls, and now Callum McMullen comes away with it. McMullen sends a long rising shot in, and Silas Mullins will be content to hold that one in the glove. With a minute 35 remaining, we'll get a face-off to the right of Silas Mullins. Mulaney loses that draw. And it gets sent all the way back down past Xavier LeBlanc, and Froughton will be there to stop that one for the Mustangs. Now LeBlanc leaves that one there for his man. Cross ice to Aiden Langell, the goal scorer earlier this afternoon. He's going to try and work inside on Sam Ryan, but it's no good. And now Landry. You got 3 Mustangs on and another penalty coming. A hooking call. Nobody on their way to the box yet. And the linesman finally finds his man. It'll be Morgan Landry heading off for the hook. Both of these last 2 power plays for the Mustangs have been quickly ended here by a penalty taken of their own. Saw one in the first period, a cross check to Aiden Langell, and then another one here, a hook that will end the power play. And we'll get some 4-on-4 action. Lots of room out there for the skaters and the skill guys, but here's Tristan Turner. Back to Duffy, to Poplinski. He's gonna walk in, send a shot. And that's a heavy shot from Poplinski that gets swallowed up by Froughton.
2 minutes hooking. Timeout penalty 18 minutes, 55 seconds.
Lachlan Mulaney wins that draw, sends it all the way back down past Poplinski into the soup zone, and Mullins will have to play that one. That one gets away from him. Langell almost had a yawning cage in front of him, but the Soubs able to clear that one down the ice. And now the Soubs back to the power play. With a couple seconds left on the clock, they'll look to make one last rush. Land. This one gets sent all the way back down to the Soubs end. They'll make one last offensive zone attack. Here goes McDonald, his shot blocked by Xavier LeBlanc. And that will do it. We've got a 9-1 hockey game here through 2 periods of play at the Zatzman Sportsplex. We'll be right back. We're 3rd period of action on High Button Sports. Third period action here at the Zatzman Sportsplex on High Button Sports. I'm Dayton Camo. It's a 9-1 score here for the Steel Subarus over the South Shore Mustangs. But the Mustangs playing better than that score might tell. Now the Subs will start in the offensive zone. They are on the power play here to start this third period. But Langell will get that one all the way down the ice. He took a hard hit early in the second period. It's nice to see him back on the ice. Now Smith working his way down. The net does come loose and the refs will blow that. The face-off will come to the right of Nolan Frotton, the Chester native. As the refs get those pegs firmly into place, the linesman will step into the face-off, and that one's won by Lachlan Mullaney, but it's back to the point for the Subs. Alistair McPhee sends that one in, a long shot from the point. And now Chase Munden back behind the net. He'll work it out to Brendan Smith. Now to McPhee, back to Smith. Smith will go down to Munden as both teams are back to even strength here. Morgan Landry fighting forward against the half wall, but it's going to jump out to McPhee. He'll walk the line, shoot. And that one almost came to Matthew McDonald. But he wasn't able to put it in. Now Munden, great save out front by Frotton. Point blank. Munden again working behind the net, looking to feed it out front. But now this will finally jump out to the neutral zone, and Alistair McPhee there to send it in. There's Henry to Turner. Henry out front, that one off the stick of Frotton. Now a long shot will go off a stick and into the netting. Just under 2 minutes here into the third period of play. South Shore Mustangs and Dartmouth Steel Subaru here on High Button Sports. The Steel Subaru definitely showing their offensive outburst. They'll be a tough team this season, along with the Halifax Max in this HRM. Now Ben Henry, little stutter step, evades his man, but the puck will come out. Nobody wants to get it, and now Chase Munden's on it again. Carver puts a body on his man, and Brendan Smith will try to get a body on Carter Bain, but now the Mustangs are offside. Scotland gonna try the stretch pass. It's knocked away there by LeBlanc. Now Henry on it again. Up to Smith. Taken away, but Smith gets it right back. And he'll split the D. Now Sparks tries to send it out front. Now Burgess on it, on the half wall. A long shot from Dylan Poplinski, and that one will be covered up by Nolan Frotton. Lots of play here in the offensive zone for the South Shore, or for the Steel Subarus and the South Shore Mustangs, looking to get something going here. A couple of goals would be nice for the team's confidence. There's Smith, shot on, saved by Frotton. Now Sparks behind the net, look to send it out front. Poplinski, shot saved by Frotton. Dylan Poplinski walks in from the half wall, or from the point. He lets one go. You know it's going to have some heat on it. 6'2", 210. Now Burgess on it for the Subs. He'll get pinned in there by his man. Now the Subs are away. Chipped up by Philippe Richard, and Richard's away, looking to get first to the puck while Poplinski beats him to it. Now there's a penalty call on the Mustangs. They'll touch up. Not just yet. Looks like the Subs will go the other way with it, and there goes Owen Sparks. Saved by Fraughton as Mullins goes for a skate to the bench, but he won't need it. It'll be a penalty call coming to Philippe Richard. And now Max Bryan. He loses a draw, and Sam Hartland pokes at it, trying to get it out to center ice. Now McPhee sends it across. Back to Travis Tremblay. Backhander up to Sam Ryan. Ryan's going to break his way in here and set up on the half wall. Makes a move, creates some space, and gets it across the ice to Tremblay. Tremblay tried to go across ice to Max Bryan. He's got himself 4 already. Now Ryan to Tremblay. Back to the point to McPhee. He's going to walk. Saved on by Fraughton. Alistair McPhee able to walk the line like nobody's business. He's quick. He's one of the most shifty players out there for the Steel Subarus. Now the Subarus trying to work a little bit of strategic play. Quinton Land, the defenseman, gonna be down there on the half wall. Now McPhee, a bullet of a pass across to Ryan. He gets spilled, and the puck will go all the way back down. Silas Mullins out there to play for the Subs as McPhee touches up. There's McPhee. Using his skating ability, sends it into the offensive zone. And Land is first to it. That one just comes outside, and Brendan Smith will be offside there for the Subarus. 9-1 still to score here in the third period, 14 minutes left to go. And we'll get a face-off just outside South Shore Mustangs end. It'll be Dyson Ogden and Matthew McDonald on the face-off. McDonald will win that one. And he'll send that one to Scotland, who sends it up to Henry. Perry on it. To Scotland. He'll stop up. Pass that one off to Brendan Smith. Sends it across ice. Here go the Subs away. Offensive zone, Matthew McDonald will send across ice to Smith, and he'll set up on the half wall to Scotland. You hear a shot by Matthew McDonald. He'll work it into the corner and be right back on it. Now it goes behind the net. There's Henry. Sends it across to McDonald. Tries to hit Brendan Smith on the backdoor, but that one's just far off of the stick, and Aiden Langeville will finally get one down the ice for the Subarus. Oliver Scotland setting up on the power play for the Subaru. Here goes Turner. At center ice, he's got a shifty style of play, able to hold off the puck. And here he goes back on it. Tristan Turner to Duffy at the point. He keeps it in. Now it's Munden. That shot there stopped by the blocker of Fraughton. And it'll go all the way back down. Duffy will have to regroup here at the ringette line and take it all the way behind his own net. Duffy, a good spin move there to evade Carter Bain. And now Chase Munden picks up a dangerous pass, but he'll work his way in. Shot, scores. Chase Munden finds the 7-hole under the arm of Nolan Fraughton. And the Steel Subarus have got themselves to double digits. It's 10-1. Now Burgess and Kean Doyle on the draw. And Doyle wins that one. Back to Duffy. That one's tipped in on the far side by McDonald. Now Sparks is on it. He's triple teamed. But Duffy comes away with the puck at the point, sends it back down in. And there's McDonald working on it in the offensive zone. Here's Philip Richard. Away to Bain. Bain works his way in. Speedy forecheck by Bain down to the corner to Richard. Looking to find someone out front. Back to Perry. Across. His shot stopped by Silas Mullins with the glove. A good shot there from the point by Jack Chu, but Mullins saw it all the way in. And we'll get a face-off. Face-off won by the South Shore Mustangs. Now it's Parker LeBlanc. He'll walk in, rips a shot, and that one's blocked by Ethan Burgess. And away go the Soups, 2-on-2. That's McDonald and Sparks. High stick there. Got up and caught a defenseman. Looks like it goes undetected. No call on the play. Jack Chu taking a stick up high. Looks like he'll make his way down the tunnel and get checked out. Face off to the right of Nolan Fraughton. This one kept in at the point by Alistair McPhee. Now McDonald. Can't keep this one in. It's off the stick of Callum McMullen, and he's on a chase now with Ewan McDonald and Morgan Landry. Shot by Parker McDonald, saved by Silas Mullins. A long shot from the half wall, and it's easily saved. A 10-1 game here. Lots of offense for one side, and the South Shore Mustangs looking to get their systems down. It's only game 2 of the regular season. They've got an offensive zone draw, one there. McMullen at the point. He gets shoved by Tremblay, but able to put the puck back down in the corner. Now Lynch on it. He tries to put a body on Henry. And now Henry to Scotland. Scotland sends a long pass cross ice, and McMullen gets to it, but the Subarus maintain offensive possession. Now Henry again to Scotland. They'll send it back to Henry on the left side. And that one fired right through to Fraughton, and he'll cover up. We're going to face off. 10:44 to go in this third period. Coming down on that 1-minute break at the 10-minute mark. Sam Ryan, Max Bryan, and Travis Tremblay, the line that has 4 already out here for the Subs. Max Bryan to Tremblay. Tremblay gonna walk in, fire, shot, saved by Fraughton. A little bit of shoving in front there as Max Bryan makes his way in. A wholesale change here for the Steel Subaru. There's a line of McDonald, Smith, and McLean make their way out onto the ice. That face-off won by McDonald, back to Liam Duffy, and he'll take it for a skate. Quick shot, pad save by Frotton. This one jumps into the slot. And it's Poplinski at the point. Saved again by Frotton. Frotton doing a good job of tracking all those long shots from the point, and away goes Aiden Langell. He's got the one goal for the Mustangs. And a big hit there by Philippe Richard to his man, Brendan Smith. Now Richard again. Busting up the right-hand side. Richard looked to get a piece of Brendan Smith, but a nice reverse hit. Now Richard plays it back down to the point. Nobody there, and now it's McLean back on it. What a save out front. A nice tic-tac-toe play by that offensively gifted line of the Subarus, and Nolan Frotton stretching out. We'll be right back after the 1 minute break here on High Button Sports. We're back on High Button Sports after the midway mark of the period. We'll take a 1 minute break, but we're back. It's a 10-1 game with the Steel Subarus over the South Shore Mustangs. And this face-off won back by the Subarus into their defensive zone. It gets sent across by McPhee to Quinton Land. Now teams chasing forward, a chance out front by Carter Bain. That one goes over the net. And there's going to be a penalty coming, a hooking call. Looks like it will go to the Subarus. Tristan Turner going off for the hook there. So once again, the South Shore Mustangs, a chance to get a little bit of offense going here on the man advantage. Kean Doyle, Carter Bain, and Morgan Landry out there offensively for the Mustangs with Xavier LeBlanc and Jack Chu on the back end.
2 minutes hooking. Conduct penalty 10 minutes, 49 seconds.
This one gets sent all the way back down. Frotton will come out to play it and stop it for Jack Chu as he comes back and resets here for the Mustangs. Chu gonna start the rush. He gets by his man. Gets by another. Chu working his way in. Lost control of the puck, and away goes Chase Munden on a breakaway. It's a 2-on-0 here. Carver and Munden. Munden to Carver. What a save! Nolan Frotton makes a save of the year candidate. Reaching behind the back, snagging that one. Shuts out the Steel Subaru on the 2-on-0. The Mustangs will make their way up into the neutral zone. Callum McMullen will drop it there for Rogers, and it's back to McMullen. And now a chance for the Subarus again. Breaking out. Owen Sparks sends that one just wide. Now Rogers. Breaks it in. The Mustangs looking for some offense here late in the third. Look at a chance. Cole Rogers sends it cross ice, but the pass a little too hot for McMullen. Now another chance. Puck loose. And now Rogers controls it. McMullen sends it right back in. McDonald on the forecheck for the Mustangs. There goes Burgess. Before the red line, sends it in, but it'll make its way down onto Fraughton, no icing, and it'll cover up for the face-off with 7:16 left to go here in the third period. A 10-1 game, almost 11 if it wasn't for that amazing save by Nolan Fraughton just a minute ago. Max Bryan gets kicked out of the face-off there. We're back to even strength. Now the Mustangs looking to get it out of there, and Aiden Langell gets around his man, trying to burn wide on Poplinski. He gets around Poplinski, working out top. But the puck comes to Max Bryan, and now Ryan will pick it up. Sam Ryan to center ice. And a big hit there by the captain, Del Poplinski. There goes Duffy up to Tremblay. Tremblay can't get to him. McLean holds him off. And now here's Max Bryan looking for 5. That one gets outside, and now Duffy will regroup for the Subs. Now Sam Ryan gets knocked off the puck by Alex Lynch, but this one will go right back into the Mustangs' end. Perry gets taken down, and Lynch comes to his now a shot by the Subs. That one will get on to Fraughton, and he'll cover up again. Max Bryan looking for a 5th, but Nolan Fraughton standing up to the task. Might have to ask the arena staff here at the Zatzman to install a shot clock, because I would love to see how many Nolan Fraughton has faced today. Matthew McDonald on the draw against Lachlan Mullaney. That one's won back to the corner, and now it's in Subaru's possession. Here come the Mustangs. Morgan Landry chips that one past the defenseman, and Philip Richard's on it in the offensive zone. Richard out front. That one's loose, and it'll get picked up by Brendan Smith. Smith working in on LeBlanc. That one off the pad of Fraughton. Into the far side. Fraughton again save. Another save by Fraughton off a rebound. And that one off a glove in the crease. Can't find it. Now it'll get picked up to McPhee at the point. And we'll get a penalty here. It'll be Brendan Smith. He'll get 2 minutes for the cross check. And the Mustangs will go back to the power play. A man advantage coming here in the third with 5 minutes left and change. We'll see if the Mustangs are able to pop one. Kean Doyle will work his way in on the face-off, but it's won by Chase Munden. Munden looking for another breakaway, his second of the period, works his way around the defenseman, but he can't get by Callum McMullen. And Fraughton will hold up for the face-off. Chase Munden really able to use his speed and his long reach to get around guys, poke some loose pucks free, and it's already resulted in a couple of breakaways here for him early today. And now the face-off won by the Mustangs. Here goes Dyson Ogden down the left side. Ogden getting double teamed down there by the Subarus. Doyle comes to help him out. There's Rogers, Cole Rogers. If I was him, I would put one on net. I saw Cole Rogers shooting him in the warm-up. He's got a rocket. And now away go the Subarus. It's Calvin Carver Tries to go cross ice, and Dyson Ogden there to break it up. And that pass goes just a little wide, but the refs say no icing. Poplinski picks it up, and now another chance for a 2-on-1. McLean to Munden, shoots, scores. Chase Munden puts that one short side, and we've got an 11-1 hockey game. See the boys giving high fives and fist bumps down on the bench as Tristan Turner works his way in and sends a slap shot just over the net. Liam Duffy met there by Alex Lynch, and now it's away for Ewan McDonald. McDonald sends a shot in. That one goes just wide. Now Parker LeBlanc. That shot goes on and gets sent all the way down the ice. No icing. Now Sean Perry evades his defender as his stick gets caught up with Frotton, and Turner will head off. Now Logan McLean. To McDonald. Ewan McDonald looking to make his way in. He gets met there at the blue line by Duffy. Now the Mustangs trying to get something going late in this third period, but we're back to even strength. But another power play coming to the to the Mustangs once the Subarus touch up. Now Bain. Carter Bain looking to make something happen here for the Mustangs, but he's double teamed by Brendan Smith, and they'll finally touch it. There's going to be a cross-checking penalty to the Subaru. We'll look to see who takes it. Looks like it's going to be Dylan Poplinski. One more chance for the South Shore Mustangs to get a second goal on the board here. This loose puck picked up in the corner, and it's back to Xavier LeBlanc. Now Langell back to the point, but LeBlanc's not there. Now the Mustangs send it in. Mullins out to stop that. Now a loose puck in the corner. Quinton Land gets it to McPhee. Now Langell. Langell the other way. Another penalty coming. This time to the Mustangs. Once again, the Mustangs go on the power play, and then they cancel it out by taking a penalty just a minute in. That'll be Lachlan Mullaney going off. And now it'll be 4-on-4 hockey, some open ice. Sam Hartland and Ethan Burgess on the draw. This one's won by Hartland. Back to Jack Chu. Now Chu gets it up to the point, but Duffy takes it, or Alistair McPhee takes it away. Now Burgess on it, saved by Frotton. That one's picked up by Langell, and he'll look to go for a skate. Sends it to Hartland. Hartland can't get full control of it. Now a breakaway possibly the other way for Max Bryan. Can he get 5? No, just wide. Now Max Bryan gets shoved down there in the corner, and a penalty coming to the Mustangs. There'll be a cross-checking call coming again, this time being served by Xavier LeBlanc. Max Bryan back out there for the 4-on-3 power play. Not something you see every day. Lots of open ice for guys to skate. There goes Rogers sending it down the ice. Here goes Scotland. regrouping here. Gets past his guy, and now he's got a chance to set up behind the net. Oliver Scotland. To Ryan. Back to Ben Henry at the point. Looks to Scotland. You hear the coach yelling Max Bryan in front. Now Bryan looks for a shot, but he's going to send it back to Scotland, to Ryan. In front, Bryan scores! There you go. You can count them all on one hand for Max Bryan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What an afternoon for the kid. The Subarus lead this one 12-1. Well, I said it earlier, Max Bryan quietly making his way to the top of the Nova Scotia U18 high button stats leaderboards. And I guess he'll sit there as long as nobody gets too crazy over across the harbor in the Max and Rush game. Now Kean Doyle sends it back down in to Oliver Scotland. Now Ben Henry. Take it for his skate himself. He'll look to Travis Tremblay across ice, and he'll send it in. Tremblay to Sparks in front off a skate of Burgess, and that one will get cleared. And that will be a hand pass off the glove of Scotland, picked up by Tremblay. 19 seconds here to play in the third period. 12-1 for the Steel Subaru of the South Shore Mustangs. And the Subaru will look to take this one to the finish line. A soft dump into the corner by Tremblay. Burgess makes his way in there. As the clock will run down. And the Dartmouth Steel Subaru improving to 1-1 on the season. The South Shore Mustangs will have a long drive back to Bridgewater tonight. But that does it here on High Button Sports. I'm Dayton Camo. We'll see you next time.